So we learned a lot of this in the road to the White House, covering elections and campaigning. Did we all get a chance to watch the videos over break? Good, good. All right. So this is Joe Biden. In case any of you have been living under a rock the last year and some change, this is the president. I don't believe he's ever held a job that has been in the private sector or in anything but government. Former vice president under Barack Obama, former senator from Delaware. I believe he was a mayor at one point in Delaware. He assumed office January 20th, 2021 at 12:01 p.m. So Trump was officially out at noon. Now the president takes an oath. They timed this pretty well so that Donald Trump was president until noon on January 20th, and the oath is officially done being read at 12:01. The president cannot become the president without taking the oath. It's just one of them things. It's the rules, man. All right. And he ran with Kamala Harris, who was the former senator from California. Now she is president of the Senate, as well as whatever else. Wasn't she? She was assigned to fix the border at some point, wasn't she? I don't think she's ever been down there. I don't know. So what we didn't get to, we covered most of it in the road to the White House. The president has all executive power, just as the judiciary has all judicial power and Congress has all legislative power. I'm going to close that door. It's a little loud. I don't want to get into another yelling competition with that guy and give poor Jill another heart attack. Yeah. So he has a 4-year term, which is renewable once. This is another common misconception, which I'd like to explain on the record right now. The president has a 4-year term. He gets elected again, maybe. The last one didn't. He serves 8 years. The president's term is not 8 years. He serves 2 4-year terms. So when I ask you on the test, hint, hint, how long the president's term is, 4 years. And if he's lucky and gets reelected, it's 8. He serves another 4 years. All right. That's another misconception. A lot of students get tripped up with that. All right. Are we good here?
That's just about the only thing I do know.
I'm sure you'll know more the farther on we go. And I'm going to go further on. You're all looking, some of you are nodding. Emily's pencil's still moving. You're not Emily. I told you it'd still be March and the names would still be tripping me up. I know who you are. Who are you? Who? Abby Zimmerman. Okay, yes. I know you belong in this class. I've seen you here since day one. All right. Electors. So electors are the people who actually elect the president. Electors are members of the Electoral College. Remember, we were talking about that before we left for break. Think of the Tuesday before we left for break. So the Electoral College is the thing like Illinois gets 20 electoral votes. It'll go down now that the new maps are in place. So the 20 people, once the Democrat wins Illinois, which no Republican or other party has won Illinois since 1984, then the Democratic Party sends those 20 people down to Springfield to say, we cast our votes for Hillary Clinton, we cast our votes for Joe Biden. And that's what they do. That's what the elector does. So these guys, I was an elector, if I didn't tell you at one point. So if, hell froze over and the Libertarian Party won Illinois, I would have gone down to Springfield and done that. And that's not bashing the party. I'm just being realistic.
So
I'm a loyal party man, if any Libertarian is watching this.
So our votes as citizens go to the Electoral College?
Yes, when you vote, you're voting for the slate of electors. You check a box with Joe Biden's name in it. That's true. And the popular vote is tabulated. And once that vote is tabulated and they find out that the Democrat won Illinois, surprise, surprise, then the Democratic slate of electors go down. And
so they just kind of like are the confirmers of like they confirm.
that's a great way to think about it. Yes, they are the confirmers. Yeah, they confirm the election. But they can't be a senator or representative or any other office holder. So J.B. Pritzker could not be an elector, all right? Neither could Dick Durbin or Tammy Duckworth. Another misconception here, the president and vice president can come from the same state. Now, the trick here is if it's going to be a particularly close election, you don't want them to because the rules state that you can't, if you're an elector, cast your vote for, thank you, for candidates from the same state twice. So if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris both came from Delaware, Kamala Harris wouldn't have gotten Delaware's 3 electoral votes. Not that that would have made much difference in this past election in 2020, but, it could if it was a very close election. All right. So the oath of office. The president has to take an oath of office. If the president doesn't take an oath of office, well, he's not going to be president. Has to happen. Got to put your hand on the Bible or whatever text the president chooses. Doesn't have to be a Bible. If we get a Muslim president one day, they'll put their hand on the Quran. It doesn't matter. Just some book like that. And he says, I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. I'm really just walking you through Article 2 right now. All right. Do we need to watch Biden being sworn in? No. I hoped that would be your answer. So we will go on, Ms. Zimmerman. I told you, I wasn't kidding. It'd be March. I got a lot going on too. It's nothing against you personally. All right. The president is compensated for his duty, for performing his duty. But before we go on, let me stop right here and ask, am I going too fast? Okay. I did really take that survey seriously, so if I just wanted to ask. All right. The president shall, at stated times, receive for his services a compensation which shall neither be increased nor diminished during the period for which he shall have been elected. And he shall not receive within that period any other emolument from the United States. That just means money, any form of money from the United States or any of them. And please don't write this down. Just look it up in the Constitution. It's just Article 2 in the Constitution. It's a direct quote. So he gets, according to 3 U.S. Code 102, $400,000 annually. So he makes $1,600,000 for a 4-year term. Which I personally, I've given this quite some thought. I don't think that's enough for everything that he carries and has to carry on his shoulders during a 4-year term. Do you agree, disagree?
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah. I think that, I don't know, like there's plastic surgeons that make like $350,000 and he's supposed to run our entire nation and only gets $50,000.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot to, I mean, I don't know. I think it should be increased. But
Definitely. Yeah. I don't know what it should be increased to, but I just feel like it should be more than that. So he gets a $50,000 annual expense account. I'm assuming that's, if he wants to buy a new suit or something like that. A $100,000 travel account. Again, that's money to spend when he gets wherever he's going, because it costs more than that to fire up the engines on Air Force One. Way more than that. $19,000 annually for entertainment. See, and I don't know how much this will get you nowadays with the inflation the way it is. $4.50 for a gallon of gas. Ridiculous. But I would assume that's if he wants maybe to see the Batman in the White House or the Spider-Man movie or something like that. Watched that this last weekend with my wife. That was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it if you're looking for a movie to watch. Spider-Man: No Way Home. All right, well, let's go to part 2 here.